Good afternoon, Cross Timbers. Today is Thursday, February 14, 2013, as well as Valentine's Day. This is Texan News from Tarleton State University campus in Stephenville, Texas, and I am Terrell Harden. In today's headlines, Reagan Doud, a Stephenville resident, has been arrested and accused of shooting 56-year-old Jeff Seawalt to death. The Chicago Police Department has named a drug kingpin in Mexico. The city's public enemy number one, Pope Benedict, gave his final public mass for Ash Wednesday yesterday. A North Texas jury has sentenced a 34-year-old former teacher to 15 years in prison for predatory sexual behavior. The Office of Diversity and Inclusion is hosting a movie night in celebration of both Valentine's Day and Black History Month. The Texan basketball team's 6-game winning streak came to an end last night after losing to Kingsville by 1 point, as well as today's weather. Now on today's top stories. According to the Associated Press, a Dallas County jury has found a teacher in Mesquite, Texas, guilty of predatory sexual behavior. 34-year-old Andrew Scott Lott had repeatedly targeted female students and has been convicted of a felony count of improper relationships between educator and student. Lott was discovered having a sexual relationship with a high school student in Mesquite in 2011. 2 years earlier, he was accused of making sexual overtures to students while coaching basketball at Dallas Academy and campus. In campus news, the Office of Diversity and Inclusion is inviting students at Tarleton to celebrate Black History Month and Valentine's Day in the same evening with a screening of the film Love Jones and a discussion about love. The social will take place in Thompson Student Center, room 27, from 6 to 8 p.m. In regional news, according to the Stephenville Empire-Tribune, a 2-week homicide investigation has led to an arrest. Reagan Doud, a Stephenville resident, was arrested last night and charged with shooting of Jeff Seawalt, a 56-year-old man who was also a resident of Stephenville. Seawalt's body was discovered in his home on the afternoon of February 1st by his girlfriend, and now today's national and international news from the Associated Press. In national news, Chicago authorities have named Joaquin Guzman public enemy number one. Guzman is the leader of a Mexican drug cartel, which is responsible for supplying the majority of narcotics sold in the city. Although Guzman resides in Mexico, Chicago police are treating him as a local crime boss because of his influence over the drug trade. Police also say the cartel-led drug trafficking is an indirect cause of the territory battle between gangs that have led to a spike in homicide rates. If Guzman is arrested in Mexico, United States officials say they plan to have him transported to the U.S. to face trial and have over a $5 million reward for his capture. In international news, Pope Benedict delivered a farewell to his flock during his last public mass yesterday. The soon-to-be retired Pope of 8 years was greeted by a bittersweet audience as the presided over Ash that Wednesday. Services for the last time the Pope will officially be relieved of his duties on February 28th and will give a final ceremony that morning before he ceases to be the Pope at 8 p.m. The Church expected to have a new Pope elected by Easter Sunday at the end of March. In sports news, according to TarletonState.com, the Texan basketball team's 6-game winning streak ended last night after a disappointing loss against Texas A&M Kingsville. Despite holding a 3-point lead with 10 minutes left in the game, the Texans were surpassed by the Javelinas and in the end losing by just 1 point. The final score of the game was 56-55. The Texans will face Incarnate Word this Saturday at 7 p.m. in Wisdom Gym. According to the Weather Channel, the forecast for today is sunny skies with high of 69 degrees and a low of 36 degrees tonight. Today's broadcast was produced by Ian Traub, Sarah Rader, Dominique Martin, Daryl Blair, Lauren Lay, and Chelsea Bradley. Don't forget to tell your friends about us and follow Texan News Services on Facebook and Twitter. I am Terrell Harden. Tune in tomorrow for the latest news from the Tarleton State University campus in Stephenville, Texas.